Sterling Holmes, the fan sided, joined now by two-time Pro Bowler, two-time Super Bowl champion, Creed Humphrey. Creed, how are you?
Oh, I'm doing good. Thanks for having me on.
Thanks for being here, man. I do want to give a huge shout out to Sleep Number, the official sleep and wellness partner of the NFL. And currently, 80% of the league benefits from the improved sleep performance on Sleep Number smart beds. Creed, I know you've had one since your rookie season. You know all about that high quality sleep. Can you talk more about your partnership with Sleep Number?
Yeah, like you said, I've had one since my rookie year, and it's been a huge game changer for me. Just the quality of sleep I've been getting. It's been awesome. I can really tell a difference between that and from what I had in college. Just kind of getting what I can afford in college, so I wasn't getting the best sleep, and you can really tell a difference. It's been awesome with physical recovery, mental sharpness, all that stuff is so much better with the Sleep Number. It's been great. And, being able to use the apps, and another thing that's been awesome, getting able to, set my sleep number setting, do all that, see, breath rate, heart rate variability, all those things. You can see when you're getting restless sleep and all that, and you can adjust accordingly. I also have the adjustable bed frame, which makes it good for me because I snore a lot. So being able to adjust it and put me in the right position to where I'm not snoring has been huge too. So.
Yeah, going from what you had in college has to be a massive difference there. What's higher though? The amount of beers you crush on a weekend or your sleep number?
Oh, sleep number for sure. I keep mine pretty firm. I keep mine at an 80, so that's pretty firm. I'm a big guy, so I gotta have a lot of support in the back. So it's definitely the sleep number score.
That'd be a lot of beers right there.
Yeah, maybe
I
in
do.
college it was closer, but
Okay, I have to know. Everyone on the X and Twitter, they make Creed song references all the time. Are you so sick of that, or should I try and make as many as possible during this interview? I don't know where you land on that.
No, yeah, I don't find it tiring or annoying. I like Creed growing up. I listened to Creed quite a bit growing up, so I don't mind it at all. They're coming into Kansas City in November, I think, so I'll probably make my way out there and watch that show too. So it's great though. It's fun seeing people have fun on social media with it and everything. It's been awesome.
So you welcome it with arms wide open, then that's
Yeah, with
great.
arms
That's
wide open. Yeah.
I know you talked in your last presser about transitioning to the dead ball snap. How hard of a transition has that been for you?
Yeah, it was something to get used to at the very beginning, but it's gotten really comfortable. I'm really comfortable doing it. With all my pass sets, in the run game, being able to take different angles from it, it's been really good so far. So it's been comfortable, and I'm liking it.
Do you have to change your stance at all as far as like when you get into pass block or run block versus the spiral versus this? Is there any minutia blocking wise that changes?
Nothing really for me. I've always had more of an upright stance, anyways. Pretty tall in my stance with how I play. So with the dead ball snap, you need to be a little bit taller in your stance. So it's been a pretty natural adjustment for me in that sense. Haven't really had to change much with my stance or anything.
Nice. With Mahomes being so unique as a quarterback, obviously in a lot of ways, I believe Trey Smith actually talked about this at one point as well. He's always extending plays. He's always back there dancing, making dudes miss as well. What's that do though for an offensive lineman with some of these maybe more unconventional drops, knowing, hey, it's not just, three steps and out. You got a little time back there. What's that do for an offensive lineman?
Yeah, when you're playing with Pat, you always got to play through the whistle. You never know where he's going to be. You never know how long the play is going to be, how long he's going to have the ball in the backfield. So, you're always blocking, always rolling, ready to, get out in a scramble drill if you need to, and continue blocking on the run, things like that. And it's a blast, though, man. It's fun playing with him. He's obviously, so talented, the best in the league. One of the best all time. Probably will be the best of all time when it's all said and done. And getting to play with him has been a blessing.
Yeah. Just speaking of Trey Smith right there, he did say on Twitter the next meal was on you. Have you bought Trey Smith that meal yet?
Yeah, we went and had dinner, and it was a good time. Took the O-line out. We had dinner, steak and everything. So it was all good. Fed him right.
Didn't eat into that new contract too much, hopefully. Hopefully still got
With
some
the way
saved
Trey
from the meal.
orders, he ate into it a little bit, but
With that new contract, I think this is really cool because the center market has been behind the guard market for a while. You saw the guard market explode this past offseason, but now you're getting paid like a guard. Was that part of the contract process for you? Was that a goal for you? Or was that more or less just let the agents handle this? Whatever happens, happens.
Yeah, the center market has been, kind of falling back a little bit, and that was kind of a goal with me and my agents, and the agents did a great job with it. So, it's there's always a point where you got to kind of, push the mark a little bit and help the rest of the guys in the league, help the, guys coming up, and I feel like we did a good job with that. And also, the Chiefs did a great job negotiating too, and we came to terms with where everybody was happy, and it's good.
What's it like heading into, again, trying to go for the three-peat, something that's not been done in NFL history, 3 straight Super Bowls. It's been thrown around a lot, and it seems like you guys aren't shying away from the 3 straight mantra. What has that been like?
Yeah, for us, I feel like we're just taking it day by day and trying to improve every day. It's a new version of the Chiefs. It's a new year. You got new players. So, we spent training camp kind of building the culture of what it's supposed to be and what it has been the past couple of years. And everybody's buying in really well. And, the way we look at it is, we're going for the Super Bowl this year. We're not really thinking too much of, past teams, past seasons, things like that, because it's so different every year. So for us, it's just been about getting better every day and getting to where we need to be. And the guys have bought in really well, and it's been a good offseason.
With, again, one of the new faces, that's rookie Kingsley Suamataia, looking like he's going to be the starting left tackle. What have you seen from him? How has his growth been through OTAs, training camp, preseason? And again, as we sit just a couple days away from opening night, what's he look like growth-wise?
He's grown so much since he's been here, through OTAs, through off-season training, through training camp. He's been awesome. He's been awesome to have around. He's a heck of a player. Obviously, that's why he's taken so early in the draft. He's a heck of a player, but he also has the right mindset. He blends in really well with the rest of the guys in the room. He wants to be great. He wants to be the best possible version he can be, and he's done a great job just learning from the older guys, doing all that, playing physical, playing aggressive, doing all that, taking coaching really well. So he's been awesome to have around.
What I find so fascinating about a lot of Chiefs fans is they have such immense respect for the position coaches. I don't know if you see that all around the NFL, but it feels like the Chiefs fans and you're like, oh yeah, Dave Merritt, oh heck yeah, Andy Heck yeah. Like they know all the names and they try and pump them up. But Andy Heck's been around a while now. The Chiefs offensive lines have consistently been some of the best in the NFL. What makes Andy Heck such a great offensive line coach?
Yeah, he's the guy that, he's committed to the details. He has a standard that he upholds for our room, and he does a really good job with it. And, he doesn't shy away from that standard. So he does a great job of getting the guys doing the right techniques, playing the right way and all that. And, he's easy to, follow because he's, been in our shoes. He played in the league for 14 years. He was, a highly drafted tackle, played a long time in the league. So he's been through it, and he knows what we go through. So he's someone that can relate to us really well, and he does a great job keeping us motivated, keeping us focused on the right things, and it's a blast to play for him.
From Andy to Andy, now to Andy Reid. He's been around a long time. I've loved Andy Reid. I loved him when he was with the Eagles. So when he came to Kansas City, for me personally, I was thrilled. But when do you know he's mad? Because sometimes you can't always tell when he's mad. When do you know, like, okay, we messed up here?
Yeah, you can tell on the sideline he'll come and give us a pep talk and stuff if we're not playing the right way. So he's awesome to play for, though. Obviously, one of the best, if not the best, coaches of all time. There's so much respect for him around the league, in our locker room, in our position group. He's great, and he's another guy that he shows so much love to the offensive line too. So getting to play for him, it's been awesome. It's been a blessing.
Yeah, he's definitely team trenches right there. He loves the big boys on both sides there.
Oh, yeah.
Fans might not always hear it, but there's always a lot of smack talk going on the offensive line and defensive line. One, are you a smack talker? And two, who's the best trash talker on the Chiefs?
Yeah, I'm not a smack talker. I like to save my breath for the play. I'll get tired too fast if I talk too much smack. So. I just focus on what's going on between the whistles, and I go back to the huddle. As far as trash talkers, Man, I don't know. Obviously, DBs are really good at it. We got some DBs that can do it, get in the heads of guys. Trey's pretty good at it. Whenever he gets fired up, it's pretty funny to watch him get after some guys. But yeah, I'm not really sure who is. I don't know if I can point out to one guy who's the best on the team. But yeah,
The gentle giants up front for the Chiefs, and apparently it's the gentle giant. I can't see Joe Tooney talking that much. Joe Tooney's
no,
just.
I don't think I've ever heard Joe talk in a game. To be honest, he's gonna go block his guy, do his job, and then go back to the huddle. Kind of the same way as me. He's he's like
Cyborg.
a Terminator out there. Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. With Oklahoma now in the SEC, one, what are your thoughts on Oklahoma now in the SEC? And then two, play Mizzou this year. You got Nick Bolton right there.
Yeah.
You guys already getting some friendly rivalries going on, bringing that back?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, with him, you got Trey who's from Tennessee. We played Tennessee this year, so there's a couple of guys on the schedule that we get to, have some friendly rivalries with in the locker room. But I'm excited about it. Obviously, it's a great conference we're going into. Big 12 was a great conference that we're in already, so it's going to be fun to watch, and it's going to be weird adjusting to seeing them play, in other stadiums now. But I think it'll be fun. I think Venables is going to have them going the right way they need to go, and it'll be a fun season to watch.
Yeah, I'll say this. As a Mizzou alum, I'm excited for the that to come back. I missed that from the Big 12. Don't get me wrong. The SEC is great. So welcome to the SEC.
Yeah, thank you.
But yeah, I always miss Mizzou.
I was the same way growing up. It was always OU Mizzou playing, great rivalry, always great games too. So it was always fun to watch.
Well, the issue was Oklahoma always won, but we're hoping it's a new chapter here. We're hoping new chapter. Who's the toughest player you've had to block in your NFL career so far? Is there a certain guy you're like, damn, he gets me?
Yeah, I mean, Chris Jones every day in training camp. I mean, that dude he's tough to block, especially whenever he wants to beat you, you're going to get beat. I mean, there's just nothing you can do about it. He's a tremendous player. But in games, we played Aaron Donald my second year. He's obviously, Hall of Fame guy, one of the best to ever do it. He was really tough. We played the Steelers. You got Cam Hayward. He's a heck of a player too. Really strong, really physical, athletic, moves really well. DJ Reader's a guy, in Cincinnati. He's kind of slept on, but he's a great player too. Can really stop the run really well. Athletic, bends really well, all those things. So, you never get a week off in the NFL. I'll tell you that. But there's so many great players around the league.
Okay. Who should the Chiefs fans keep an eye on this year as a breakout player? It seems like every year there's a breakout player for the Kansas City Chiefs, whether it's Travarius Ward, L'Jarius Sneed. Last year, maybe Rashee Rice could fall into that category. Who do you think is going to be a breakout candidate this year for the Chiefs?
Man, there's so many. There's so many great players on this roster this year. It's been so fun to watch. All the receivers have been so fun to watch. Just them taking the top off the defense, flying down the field. We got so much speed in that position. So you can really go with any of the receivers. Obviously, Carson Steele had a great preseason, and he's fun to watch. That guy's a ball player, man. He can play any position and do a great job. So he's awesome to watch too. But there's so many, you can't really count them on one hand. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun season to watch. And, I can't wait to see who steps up and makes an impact.
Yeah, Carson Steele. I mean, that dude is from the alligator named Crocky J to the lettuce. Yeah. I mean, that guy's a character. That's great.
Crocodile Dundee, man. He's awesome.
Again, one more time, I'm going to give a huge shout out to Sleep Number. And by the way, they are having the biggest sale of the year happening right now. You can take up to 50% off smart beds. The sale is live right now at sleepnumber.com and runs through Labor Day weekend. Creed, I really appreciate it, man. Good luck. Ravens coming up. Have fun with that.
Oh yeah, that's always a fun team to play against. Physical. It's going to be a physical game, and it's going to be a blast. So we're ready for it.
Creed, appreciate it, man.
Yeah, thank you.